Yo, what up? Episode 36. We got a new co-host. I fired Chris. So now welcome Eric. No, I'm just kidding. Chris had a baby. Literally.
Congrats, Chris.
Yesterday at like 4 o'clock. So Eric's stepping in to fill Chris's spots for right now. So thank you, Eric, for stepping in so I didn't have to talk to the camera by myself for an hour.
Yeah, you can't miss a week. You gotta have consistency.
I had to get an episode out. Yeah, I'm glad.
Happy to fill the void, even though I would never be able to, fill the big shoes of Mr.
Of Waller. Chris. No, it's okay. I'll probably get a few more words in this week. It'll be kind of nice for me.
There you go. Finally, you get your break. You get to speak your mind a little bit.
just a little.
Sorry,
so Chris him and Antonia had their baby yesterday around 4, so he won't be on until next week. But both of them are doing good. Both the baby's fine and Antonia, so everything's good that way. And
when you think about it, even 1 week turnaround is pretty fast. That new
baby, I told him
I don't want to miss a full week.
I'm like, hey man, like whenever you want to record, like over the weekend, even early next week, you just let me know. I'm on your schedule. It is what it is.
He's going to be sleeping a lot of the time anyway. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, well, we hope, right? I called Chris earlier today, and he's like, I just want to go home. We're both tired. I'm like, I wanted to tell him, be like, dude, you're going to be tired a lot.
I'm sure he talks enough to my brother to kind of know that.
I think he knows what he's in for.
It's exhausting. Yeah.
Oh, 100%, man. Fuck, I couldn't imagine taking care of me. Fuck.
Oh, I don't have plans to have one in anytime soon.
No.
I
wouldn't.
God, no.
Maybe
we got too much plans. Baby would throw a whole wrench in that.
Well, yeah, everything just kind of fucking stops. Yeah. So,
which is fine if it happens. It happens.
It is what it is.
You try to avoid it.
Taking precautionary measures.
Yeah, well, kind of, I guess. Not so precautionary, but the old,
Oh shit! You got a little coffee there?
Yeah, it's so good.
Hell yeah, me too.
I drink like 19 coffees a day. This is probably my second last one of the day. 5 o'clock will be my cutoff.
That's like me, man. I'll have coffee at like 8 o'clock at night some nights. Like
it will never do anything. Like I never like.
No, it doesn't keep me
tired
up,
with coffee. I never feel. Yeah, it's just tastes good. You get the sugar in. You get the. Well, I don't even add that much sugar, but it's just nice and warm and
straight delicious. Black, man.
I do the intermittent fasting thing right now. Well, I've been doing it for a while, and so in the morning before noon, like I only drink black because if you add like cream or sugar, or whatever,
you're getting them extra calories. Not really fasting.
Yeah, so I mean, I like black coffee just fine, but like when I start having the cream and sugar in it, it's just like a treat.
Yeah, I throw a little sugar in there every once in a while. Sometimes at night, just to, I don't know, take off that little sweet edge, so I'm not out there eating cookies or Oreos.
I remember my aunt used to drink triples. We'd go through and it was before I drank coffee, so I didn't know. I always thought that was normal. She was drinking triples, and I was like. I think one time I was a kid, or like when I started drinking coffee, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll take a triple," because I always heard my aunt order. I'm like, "This is disgusting!
It's
so much sugar, so much cream. Where's the coffee?
There's no coffee in that anymore."
No offense to any that drink triples, but y'all are crazy,
dude. I've heard people drink like 4x4s.
Yeah, it's gross.
I don't understand.
I used to work at Tim Hortons, and I would give some crazy orders, but yeah,
fuck, man.
Extra larges, and then you do like a 4x4, and that's like half the cup is filled with like cream. And you're like, that is.
Oh, that's too much, man. I can't do cream.
I hope you're not
anymore.
drinking like 5 of these a day, because Jesus.
Cream kills my stomach. I can't have it in my coffee anymore.
I use 2% milk pretty much.
Yeah,
and it's just like a splash of it.
So one good thing about doing the podcast like over video calls. Because Chris got COVID, and then now he's got it.
The reasons you've had to do it over video.
Like we could have done the podcast together last week, but I chose not to. I'm like, I'll just give it an extra week. But like, I can drink coffee now while we do the podcast.
He hates the smell, right?
Chris hates fucking coffee.
That shouldn't affect it. Like there should be some compromise in there.
I had a coffee one
But
day.
you could drink like cold coffee, right? Cold coffee doesn't smell.
I think it would still bug him. I had a coffee. He came here to do the podcast.
Or is it the smell of it in the
Could be both.
Could be both.
he came over. We did the podcast here one day, and I literally had a coffee sitting behind me. And he's like, "You just make a fresh cut of coffee?" I'm like,
fresh
"No, dude."
coffee.
I'm like, "I got a cup over there."
Morning.
He goes, "Oh, really?" Like disgusted at me, like I had a cup of coffee. I'm like, "Are you fucking shitting me?" I'm like, "Would you like me to get rid of it?" He's like, "Yeah, if you wouldn't mind." I'm like, "Fuck, man."
It baffles me that he only drinks like water in the morning. Like, does he drink tea? I don't even know.
No, I don't think so. He doesn't. I don't think he drinks anything hot.
Let's see. How do you get through the day without that?
I don't know.
What about hot chocolate? You must drink hot chocolate.
Maybe, but I don't think it's a regular thing. You know what I mean?
Weird.
Like I think it's just every once in a while, once in a blue moon.
Within 10 minutes of my getting out of bed, I'm pouring a cup of coffee.
That's usually
every day.
I brush my teeth, go downstairs, turn on the Keurig, and a cup of coffee is being made.
I don't even brush my teeth until after my first.
Oh fuck! See, I brush my teeth first, just so that first sip it gets rid of it all, and then we're good for the rest of the day.
I can't drink the first cup. At least I can't drink because then you have the fluoride, and then it tastes weird. My first coffee. I need a nice coffee in the morning. I need to like have that good taste.
You need that morning breath.
Sometimes I'll push it until after I eat, and like, okay, I'll just brush my teeth later because I'm going to drink like 19 coffees. What difference is it?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at that point. Oh shit! So you went to France. What? When did you leave? Like last June?
More than that, I had been living in France for more than 6 months this time last year.
Really?
I got there in August of 2019. 2019, August.
Oh shit! I thought you were
for Dan's wedding. Shout out Dan Stacy.
Yeah, shout out Dan Stacy. I haven't talked to Dan in ages.
He'll probably listen to this episode or multiple.
Yeah, me and Chris will look at our stats for the podcast every once in a while.
Yeah.
And you just see one that's like in the Europe region, and we're like, it's gotta, who do we know out there? And I'm like, Chris is like, it's Dan. I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
But
you got a viewer. There you go.
You were out there that long? Base. Well, I guess COVID kind of hit
more than a year.
Like more than a year. I guess February, March of 2020, right?
We went into lockdown in France March 16. And then at that time, my girlfriend, she was actually in Canada, and she was visiting for some work reasons in Canada, in Quebec. And we didn't know at that time whether, because France was going into lockdown and they were closing the borders.
Oh,
but we didn't know whether she was going to actually be able to get back or she was going to have to stay in Canada. But because she's a French national, I mean, I don't think it would have been a
she just
big
had to
deal
go through
anyways.
Quarantining and whatever.
So when she came back, we immediately went into lockdown. We had to quarantine for 2 weeks. Everybody in France had to quarantine.
Yeah.
So we couldn't leave our house for 2 weeks. And we had, at that point, she was living with me, and I had a 1-bedroom tiny apartment in France. And at least it was a 1-bedroom. It wasn't like a studio, so we had 1 bedroom, and it was okay.
That's one way to test the relationship early, eh?
So we had been dating, I think 6 months into the.
I was going to say, you guys
relationship. This happened
quick when you got there.
I moved there August 2019. I met her.
I thought you went out there in June. Fuck.
No, it was the beginning of August. I think it was like August 14 or 13.
Yeah.
2019.
Yeah.
And then our first date, the first date I had with her was the end of August. I think. August
oh my God, man.
Yeah. No, it was luck of
the if it happens, it happens, right?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't closed off. At that point, I hadn't really dated anybody for a long time.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I guess new surroundings, new possibilities. You just kind of jump right in, and we kind of hit it off.
Hey, you found love.
Hey, look where we're at now. It's been almost 2 years this summer.
Yeah, I guess 2 years coming.
We've been living together for a year and a half. So I mean, what does that sound? What's funny though? After quarantine hit and our 2 weeks was up, I ended up. So she's like, "Oh, I don't want to stay at the apartment anymore," and her parents live on like the coast of France, Normandy. So she's like, let's go to my parents. And I'd gone to her parents for Christmas. So I'd met them before, but we only spent like a week there or something like that. And then we proceeded to move there for the rest of like lockdown in France. And because my work ended up going to
Like
100% work
home.
from home.
Yeah.
So we just moved there and we ended up staying at her parents' place for like 3 months. And it was just like a burst of French culture and family life. Like I was just like, and they don't really. Sarah's the only one that really speaks English well. The rest of them like don't really speak English, and so I was like really thrown into like learning French because my French is still and was at that time dog shit. It's better now, but it's still. I'm still working on it. I don't work on it nearly as much as I should.
Yeah.
But she's so good at English, and it's just so much easier.
Oh, that makes it nice.
Yeah.
Did you do any like online
bad.
courses for French before you went? Or just
the only thing that I did was pretty much. I mean, yeah, I had a very minute knowledge because in high school I took it throughout high school. My parents, my dad and my stepmom, they speak French, so I mean, I've been around it, a lot of the time, but I didn't even realize how bad I was until I actually went to France, and I was like, oh, I can't.
Oh man, what was your?
Then there's a difference between like the French that you hear here and then the French that you hear there.
I was gonna say, don't they make fun of the French that they speak in Quebec?
Yeah. I mean, but then
it's like the redneck of French.
Because we moved here to Quebec now for the last 6 months, and then so I had to like relearn because I don't understand shit the Quebecers say because it's a totally different French. And it's like, oh god,
oh my god, dude. How much touring did you do while you were over there? Like before everything got fucking shut down?
Even with it, we ended up doing quite a bit. Luckily, well, that's another great reason that I was with, my girlfriend, because her family lived on the coast there in Normandy. So we ended up going there, and then she showed me around that area because she grew up there. And so we got to see a lot of little cities and stuff along the coast. And then that summer that COVID hit, we ended up just booking vacation. We went camping down like towards the Brittany area.
Okay.
Which is like a little bit south, but on the coast still. And then it was like very nice and beautiful. I did quite a bit of traveling, actually. I went and saw it wasn't too far from the town that we were living in, which is in the north of France, but the Vimy Ridge.
Okay,
just in the north of France, of like Canadian monument, like park.
Yeah. How was that?
It was nice. It was closed because of COVID. So the actual like museum part and like the actual like exhibit parts were like closed, but there was like the actual like big monument that was outside, and there was like there was a grave site with all the like headstones for fallen soldiers and like anonymous soldiers and stuff like that, people that didn't have names. It was nice. It was like very well kept.
Yeah.
And like it was funny, it was like a long time since I've been to Canada at that point, and it was like they have the the government signs that you always see, the Canadian government signs. So like, oh look, it reminds me of home, because you see those like Canadian the flag and stuff. It's like so nice.
That's hilarious, dude. Yeah, I think
they actually had like English and French signs. I was like, yeah, that reminds me of home.
Yeah, that's literally everything here. Not so much like where we are, but in Quebec.
But any government buildings, right?
Yeah, it's always both. But
Quebec, they don't show you any English. They don't care. They're like, no, speak French or get out.
Or get the fuck out.
Yeah. Shit. They don't like us too much.
No, definitely not.
I'm kidding.
I'd love to go to fucking France. I want to go to Amsterdam.
Oh, yeah. That was great. I loved Amsterdam. I went years ago.
That's like the one good thing about Europe. Everything's like a couple hours away. Like you go through like fucking 4 major places.
I took Sarah to see my family in Greece, and we went for a weekend. We took a 4-hour flight. It was 50 euros. And it was 50 euros round trip, 24 each way.
Jesus.
Just to hop on a plane and, we
took
a long weekend. Yeah.
You can't do that here. No.
Nope.
You're hopping on a plane, you're spending a couple grand.
My mom was in Greece at the time, so we went there, and then we just
That's awesome.
I went swimming. It was it was December, and I went swimming, and like it was 18 degrees, and I went swimming in the ocean.
That's sick. That's sick. Greece is
nice.
Yeah. I'd love to go to those like that whole area there. I do want to go to Italy, but I want to go to like old Italy.
I've never been to Italy. I would like to go too.
I'm
Ryan and
not,
Christina did a trip around, like Europe and stuff like that, and they said that
yeah,
Italy was really nice. But they said their favorite. What did they say? Their favorite of the whole world trip, because they did Asia too. They said their favorite place, hands down, I believe, was Bali in Indonesia.
really, eh?
And so that's
I've
on
heard
like the
good
top
things
of my
about
list
Bali.
because they've talked it up in our circles at least. so
They've
I mean,
hyped it up, so
it's
it better live up to the hype, eh?
definitely on my list. Sarah, so the plan is to go to Australia in a year.
Wow, there's too many deadly things out there for me, man.
Eh.
Fuck that.
But their vacation spot is Bali. Like that's like the Mexico of Australia, I hear.
Really?
So maybe we'll have to vacation in Bali at some point.
Oh yeah, I'd love to go to New Zealand. I'd rather go to New Zealand than Australia.
Yeah. Well, the unfortunate thing is that it's the reason we'd be going in general is for Sarah and her job. So Australia is where it has to be. We're not traveling on a whim for fun and just uprooting.
Yeah, but that's
our lives.
okay. That's not bad. That's not a bad thing, though.
No, I'll take
Go
Australia.
go to Australia for work. That's all right.
Okay, I had a question for you because
Sure.
this is a totally different. This is just a diversion from what we're speaking of now, but it was in relation to gaming because recently Sarah and I had a little scuffle about how much time I'm spending playing games lately. And I'm trying to it's hard to explain because like I feel as though I wouldn't normally, obviously if it wasn't COVID, like I wouldn't spend nearly as much
Hours.
time as I spend playing games.
Yeah, 100%.
And which is fine. So she wanted to get the opinion of another girl who has so I need you to like ask Audrey or potentially like we'll have like a little 4-way conversation.
Sure.
And get the opinion of another girl who has someone that games as much as I do. And it's about like, I guess she had the problem with how much time, like she feels neglected, I suppose.
Okay.
But that we live together.
Yeah.
And you live with Audrey now, right?
Yeah, she lives here. Yeah.
And she feels neglected in the sense of like, so we're home all day with each other.
You're
Like,
always
she
with the
works from
boys.
here,
You're
she's
gamer.
here.
You're
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Warzone with the boys in Verdonks.
Yes and no. But so I mean, I get from her perspective is like, so we're home all day. The two of us are home all day.
Yeah,
So we're both working. She's working on her PhD. She is focused on her stuff. So even when I go out for like a bathroom break or grab some coffee or whatever, like I don't really say anything to her because she's focused. She doesn't really like it when I bother her. That's fine. I never say anything.
Yeah.
That's fine. But then so she'll keep working until like 7 p.m. or whatever. And it was more so the argument started because I was playing with some guys and I was just playing the game. And it was in a moment of, when you're fighting and you're kind of laser focused on
trying to win the game.
I was trying to stay alive and then get a bounty to like bring everybody back, right? She comes in and she's trying to show me something and I'm like focused in.
Dude, you're lasered in. You're trying to get this victory.
And she's expecting me to drop
everything. Lose it for the boys.
Because she brought in pastries, which I appreciate. She was bringing me a cannoli and I was like, oh my God, yes, please. But 1 second.
Give me a second.
But then, so we got in this whole argument after. She's like, I feel like it's always on your time. And like, but I'm like, you got to understand. I was trying to explain to her the situation of like, if it was a moment where we were just looting and I wasn't in a fight and there was no pressure behind it, I would have just went AFK and I would have been like, oh, great.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds. Yeah.
But and then she's like, but I feel like it's always the time. And maybe it is a coincidence that she's coming in every time I'm in a firefight. And it's just like, and I get that. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, I'm trying to help her understand that there are certain situations that I'm going to be like that because I'm just like, yeah, well, I'm trying to like do something right now. I don't want to let everybody down. I'm just all of a sudden I drop the controller and I've done it. Guys don't appreciate it, but what can you do? It is just a game.
Yeah. It's tough to say because Audrey's also a big gamer.
Yeah, true.
So opinions might be a little skewed on that, but no, I hear you. Like on like, she'll come and she'll want to like talk, or she'll be talking to me, and it's like I'm doing like I'm in a game trying to win or trying to concentrate, and I'm not hearing what she's saying or not paying attention, and it's like you don't pay attention to me. And it's like, well,
I'm sorry.
Give me 3 seconds. If it's a single player game, I'll hit pause. But it's multiplayer. I can't pause it. Yeah. Like I'm in it. If I'm not in it, I'm dead. And especially when you're playing with the boys, you don't want to let them down.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. It's like I feel you. So, anyways, we came to the conclusion that I was like, okay, you know what? Because for her, it's a double standard. Because like it was like she's saying that she feels like she can't come at me whenever. Like it has to be on my time that I'll come out and say hi or talk to her for a bit. But if she tries to come in while I'm gaming, then I'm like, go away or whatever. Yeah. Which, okay, I feel you, because a lot of the time I am in a firefighter. I'm trying to like whatever. So sure, I brush her off or something like that, and I get that. But at the same time, I'll try to come out and talk to her while she's working or doing something, or if she's in the middle of something. I won't even try because I know the reaction I'm going to get. It's like, fuck out, go away, right?
Yeah, I'm working.
So there's a double standard there a little bit. So it's like, so we ended up coming to the conclusion where we're doing a day off, well, 1 day on, 1 day off. So there's the gaming nights because I asked her, I'm like, so what do you think is a fair, division between time you want to spend together, which is fine. Mm-hmm. But like ultimately with COVID, if
you're together all the time.
Exactly. But I get the together time.
Yeah.
It's different than like
100%,
being a room next to each other. But if it wasn't, like if COVID wasn't happening, don't you think we'd be out?
Oh, it'd be completely different.
Going for drinks and doing, it's
100%.
I wouldn't be on a period nearly as much as I'm on.
Yeah.
And then so.
I completely agree with you on that statement. If it wasn't for COVID, like, again, Audrey's like, I want to do something. It's like, okay, well, realistically, what do you want to do right now? You want to watch a show?
It's either,
do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to work out? Like, what do you want to do? It's not like we can go to a restaurant or a bar, have some drinks and appetizers, or go to the movies. We're watching movies on the couch.
I'll take anything at this point. I'll go to the art gallery. Just let me go somewhere.
You want to go for a drive? Like, where are we going? What are we doing? There's not a whole lot to do. And it sucks. Like, she comes off of work, working 12-hour shifts, 4 days on, 5 days off. She wants to do shit. But it's like, we're just in the house. And it sucks too right now. It's fucking raining. So even if you wanted to go for a walk,
the weather is
really want to walk in the rain? Because I don't. But like, I will. And it's fucking.
I'll do it to spend time with you.
It's tough.
Well, Sarah's big thing is she's a big hiker, so we go on
nice.
hikes, and I like walking as much as the next person, but don't drag me out on a 4-hour hike. I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Like
I'll do it once a month.
Like that. I'll do it. Yeah, exactly. But don't make me do that shit every weekend. And then she's like, "Oh, but you never plan anything." I'm like, "Yeah, well, I mean."
That's not something I want to plan.
If we could go to the movies, I would have gone to the movies.
Yeah. I think that's like one thing.
I would have taken you out. I would have done something. We could have gone to the bar. We could dance. Do you know how much I miss dancing?
My God. For those that don't know, Eric's the biggest dancer whenever we go out.
I haven't been with Sarah long enough to even prove that point to her. She's like, "Yeah, you're fucking bullshit." She's like,
whatever. You can't dance.
You're not a dancer. Yeah, exactly. It's like, you've never seen me in the club. All my friends know.
You've never seen me do the line dancing.
Yeah, the line dancing, my favorite.
Oh shit, that was so much fun out in Calgary doing that.
Oh yeah.
That was a good
time.
That
time in Montreal too for Chris's birthday when we went, we closed out the club.
Yeah, we closed out. They gave us all this free shit. And then I really don't understand why we went back the next night, because it was never gonna live up to the hype.
No, I don't know.
We did it too good. We just
popped by to see what was good.
Yeah, we did it too good the first night. Like,
we get coupons for like a free booth there because they wanted us to come back and bring the party.
Oh man, yeah, that was such a good time. Yeah, no, but
I wouldn't give to go back to like that time. Oh my God.
Holy fuck,
like,
man.
Just for a night, because I just want to get out and,
dude, just to
get wasted with my friends.
Yeah, dude, just to hang with the friends. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's one thing that's kind of saved me throughout this whole thing, because like work's kind of like stopped for me. It's like on and off. Like we were back on from September till December, and then after that, it kind of fucking shut down again. We're still kind of shut down. Things hopefully opening up in the next like few weeks.
Well, everyone's getting vaccinated now, hopefully.
Yeah, that's a fucking nice thing. So hopefully,
that's another point for me for the gaming thing, was that like gaming has been kind of my saving grace in the sense of like it's
keeping you
been the only
occupied and shit.
socialization, because all my buddies,
Yeah,
all the guys, they play games. So either at least every night there's somebody on that I can like chat with and say how's it going, and then we can just kind of fuck around. It's teamwork. There's team bonding involved. You're
you're working on your skills. You're working on people skills.
A lot of hand-eye coordination. I'm still
a lot of hand-eye coordination.
Working the brain out a little bit. To me, it's a lot more stimulating than like laying on the couch and watching a movie or watching a show.
100%. I agree.
There's a lot of good shows. I won't doubt that. I've watched a lot of shows over this COVID time too, right? But
my attention span has gone down the drain, though. I'll be honest. I have a tough time like being like, oh, let's watch a show tonight, or let's watch a movie tonight. It's like I don't.
Do you end up just looking at your phone and stuff like that?
Yeah, I just like, what movie you want to watch?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you see that now Netflix has a shuffle feature?
No.
Just throw it on shuffle.
Have you seen the secret codes?
No.
There's like secret codes you can type in to the search.
Yeah, to get like certain genres or yeah.
So cool.
I've seen that actually. Actually, I think when I was working in France, our company did an article on like those codes.
Really?
Provided, like all those codes. Yeah, I mean
that's fucking cool.
They copied and pasted from another website.
Who cares? Who cares? You guys covered it. You heard it here first.
Genocide.
Yeah, no, I thought that.
Don't go.
I thought that was really, really cool. I didn't know about the codes, but it makes sense. Like, how else are they categorizing it in their like digital?
I find
library?
For me, a lot of the time that the suggestions typically work, and obviously those 100%. Like top 10 in your country, like generally will be pretty good in terms of like what people are watching, and like, and then plus you don't want to be left behind on the whole social media game and not know what everyone is referencing too, right? You got to watch what's in the top 10 so you know what everybody's talking about. That's one thing. Like I never watched the with Tiger King. I never watched it, and
never
then I was
watched
like,
it.
Where is everybody talking about? But everybody talked about it so much that I eventually like kind of realized or like got the gist of everything. You got the gist,
yeah. Same with me. I never watched it, and I don't know. A bunch of the podcasts I was listening to at the time were talking like nonstop about it.
Yeah,
my brother was talking about it, so I kind of got the gist of it. And then I'm like, I don't really need to watch it. And then people started saying like, how like this part wasn't true, like it was this was fucking stupid. I'm like, well, I'm kind of glad I didn't watch it now.
Yeah. You live up to this hype, you go watch it and then get disappointed 6 months down the road. You're like, oh, it wasn't real. Bastards.
Yeah,
my life is a lie. I'm super into like those like serial killer documentaries and shit like that. Like all my suggestions.
You're into that
like,
shit, eh?
Oh, I love it so much. I love it. I love like documentaries and stuff, like even nature.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the docs.
I've been on the serial killer like kick, or the like cold case files, all that shit. I love. I actually found this new channel on YouTube called Mr. Ballin. He's only been doing it for like a year, and he started on like TikTok, and he's graduated to YouTube videos, and he does like, I guess like 15 to 30 minute videos just sharing like scary stories of like unsolved mysteries or just creepy things. I love that shit.
That's
my
cool.
bread and butter right there. I love it so much.
I'm not
getting creeped out. I have no idea why.
I'm not into the whole like serial killer shit, but I'm fucking. If somebody offered me yesterday to be in the mafia, I would have taken it. That's like.
I fantasize ever since I was about little. Having like changed career paths when I was younger and being like, I should have become a detective or something, because like, I need something more exciting than what I'm doing right now. Like, I don't know what it is. I wish I'd done something more exciting, lived a little bit more dangerously. Like, what am I doing? I need to feel more alive.
I like, since I could remember, like the mafia was always like a dream thing for me. I'd do it in a heartbeat. I love it. I'm so into that shit.
You think you could take a life?
I don't know if I'd be
If you had
that
to
guy.
whack somebody.
Like if it came
Everybody's
down
got
to
to
it,
do it once.
hey,
What would you
yeah.
be, the money guy?
Nah, I could be a driver.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. I could see you
Could
in one of
drive
those
around.
driving cabs. Yeah.
I could also help. Like, I got some camera gear. Could take some pictures. Fucking
Be a nice
stake
little
out a
PI,
scene.
little yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Hey, man, this guy's in town. Saw him here the other night.
Following.
Go get him. You know?
But then you know that you're ultimately like a
Yeah, that's
direct
fine.
cause of
That's
somebody's
fine.
death. Okay,
That's okay. I'm okay
You can
with
live with
that.
that. All right, that's fair. You got to do what you
if
got to
they're
do.
throwing
Man.
stacks at me, I'm okay with that.
All right,
If they can keep me well, I'm
they
okay with
obviously
that.
got their reasons. I mean, no judgment. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm so down for that. And like, I love like going to Vegas and shit. Just knowing that it all started with the mafia.
The history of it is kind of cool.
Yeah,
I don't even know
shit.
that much about it, to be honest.
Neither do I. Just, in my opinion, I think it all started with the mafia. So that's perfectly okay with me.
You can be proud of your history and the values that they've carried over across generations.
Yeah, my grandma's side, like on my mom's side, like half her family was in the mafia. I'm like, why didn't we stay in touch with those guys? Why are we talking to these people? Yeah, I'm like, why are we talking to these guys? Let's talk to those guys.
Wasn't that an interesting fact about like Guelph or something like that? Because it was like Capone, or who was it that had some underground tunnels in Guelph, Ontario?
I'm not sure. Sault Ste. Marie.
Capone.
My
like
grandma's family was all Sault Ste. Marie.
Ryan would know. Ryan's a big Guelphite. He knows.
They're out in
he
Guelph,
knows a lot
though,
of
aren't
the
they?
history of Guelph. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
but he's ever since university. He's now a Guelph townie. I would consider him a Guelph townie.
Nice.
One of the upper class Guelph towns. Still a townie in the sense that he's very proud of Guelph.
Yeah. No. I knew what you meant.
That's where his kids are going to grow up. The kids are going to be townies, and I don't know if they'll be the good ones. We'll see.
Well, if they turn out anything like you and your brother, if they turn out like you or your brother, they'll turn out okay, but they'll be little shits growing up.
They're gonna be fun. They're gonna be fun. That's why now I worry about Waller's kid. He's gonna be. I hope that at one point they get that picture that's on Waller's fridge where he's sticking his head through.
Yeah, the kid didn't look like he had a big head though. So,
well, we'll see.
We'll see.
But I just hope that one day they get the exact same photo and they can put it right side by side.
The best part was that was in elementary school when that picture was taken. Like, oh my God, that literally sums up Chris.
It was grade 7. I was there.
I keep forgetting you guys went through school. You're like me and Paul.
Yeah,
because me and Paul.
I only came in when we were 10 years old, but I did meet him.
Yeah,
I was friends with him right off the bat.
Yeah, that's fucking wicked. Yeah, it's pretty crazy to think like our fucking friend group has been friends since like grade 9.
We've been lucky to find
if not longer for some people.
For some of us, yeah. We've been lucky in that sense. A lot of good people around us. Even like you guys, for me, for sure. But then even on the other side, where I have like the Saga guys and the guys that are in Guelph, or like Justin Dickerman and those guys. Like I still have those guys around too, and I just so lucky. Blessings.
Yeah, we had a really good year of like going through high school and shit.
Yeah,
I think the whole kind of like class, like the whole grade was kind of tight in a sense. Everybody knew each other.
You'd like to think so. I mean, obviously there's a few people that probably saw it a different way, and I feel for those people. I'd like to think that I went through high school trying to be nice to everybody, but I'm sure there were times where I was an asshole or something.
Oh yeah, I definitely was an asshole. I can admit to that.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? You're young and stupid.
Yeah, 100%. I still can't.
You just live life now, being nice, and I mean, you could be an asshole, but you could also be like, polite.
Also trying to be a nice guy.
Respectful is the thing. For my kids and kids that I see nowadays, it's so hard. Like I just want.
Dude, it's a different fucking time. It's for kids coming up through school, man.
For me, so I see a lot of it, obviously, because I'm playing games all the time. So I'm always hearing or talking to like these kids that are like playing online or whatever. Because I play a lot with like random people. I love that, and I just talk with random people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting like kids. Some of them are such little assholes, and I'm like, oh my God, like if your mom or dad like listening to you through the walls, like I would burst in my kid's room if I heard him, like when they just scream the N-word after they die. Like,
dude, some of them are bad, man.
Yeah.
Do you remember Modern Warfare 2?
9-year-old white kid. I'm like, Jesus, if I was your dad,
I'm coming down with the belt.
Like, you're done. I would break I would break your shit. You'd never play again. I
Yeah,
would
and
destroy.
I'm coming down with a belt and I'm running over everything with a lawnmower.
Mm. And I'd drop them off in like the ghetto and be like, "Go say that shit.
Yeah,
Go,
come on, yell now.
go
See what
yell it
happens.
now. Yell it now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come on. Let's see what happens. I won't do anything.
Jesus. No, I'm not going to protect you. You
No.
want to say that shit? You think you're tough to say it online? Go say it now.
Yeah, go say it now, you little shit. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck,
God.
man. Do you remember Modern Warfare 2 days? In those public lobbies?
Oh,
and
God.
the shit that got said in those? Again, like...
I guess I get it because, like, you know, kids are a little bit... They feel a little bit more freedom in the sense of, like, they're
100%, yeah. If they're not going to get punished unless, again, their parents hear them, which I would imagine a lot of their parents are not around.
Yeah, that is the thing. That is the thing. So you got to kind of feel for them at that point. And coming from, like, a social work background, in my case, is like, I get that.
Yeah,
you know, having absent parents in your life, kids can grow up a little maladjusted, but at the same time, you know, you just try to... For me now, it's like, if I'm playing with some of these kids, I'll like sound like an old man online, and I'll just be like trying to be like, man, don't say those things.
Yeah,
like, you gotta be nice
just
to people,
chill.
dude.
Yeah,
What are
be
you
nice.
doing?
Be nice.
Yeah,
it's okay. He's better than you.
They call me a faggot all the time, or whatever they want to say.
God.
Those little assholes.
Oh shit, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
you started streaming though.
I did, yeah.
How many streams are you in now? Just a few, like a handful?
You know, I've deleted some because there were some tester ones or whatever, but
Yeah,
I've done around 10 probably, I'd say I've done.
Nice.
Good, like 2 to 4 hour streams.
You like it?
I'm just like, yeah, no, totally. I do. It's you know, I still play a lot like off stream. Like I don't stream all the time, obviously, or whenever I'm gaming. But I was doing it more so as like a process to like kind of understand how the production side of it works, you know, like working with OBS and working with you know, all the stream management software and just Twitch in general, and learning more about like how people get, you know, start to make a revenue from Twitch and all that kind of stuff. So it's been cool in the sense that I've been learning how to do that. Obviously I've invested in some equipment, but like, I don't know, $60 mic or whatever, and like a $60 camera, because I bought a computer, but that was more so because I needed a new computer.
Well, yeah, now you got a new laptop, you know.
Now I have a new laptop. Plus my work, the same day I bought it, my work gave me a $600 rebate on my laptop, which
perfect.
It was fantastic. So I spent under $1,000 for like a really powerful laptop.
Yeah, you actually got a really nice one.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's been super nice, and it's let me like even explore the streaming side like a lot further, because I've been able to run like these, you know, animated overlays that run so smoothly and all this kind of stuff, and it's just been super cool in terms of like, you know, just working with it on the production side, and like seeing some of these like smaller streamers who are good and entertaining, and like they're doing everything themselves, like understanding like how good they are to be like working with their software at the same time that they're gaming, and like also, you know, watching your chat when you're trying to focus on the game and all that kind of stuff. You're like trying to thank everybody for following or subscribing. You're like, oh my god,
forth, man.
Yeah, exactly. It's an interesting thing.
It really is. I enjoy it. It's fun. I do it every once in a while, like on and off again. It's just whatever. Like with COVID and stuff, it's something I do more of now. But
then, so on the other side of things, when I'm just playing games, but like I realize how saturated that market is now already, because I think 8 out of 10 games I'm jumping on Warzone, someone's streaming, you know?
Yeah.
Someone I'm on a team with is streaming. And so like
a lot of people though, I would say 70% of those people, maybe even more, think it's as easy as just hitting that start streaming or go live now button and call it a day. You're just going to blow up that way. And don't get me wrong, there is the odd occasion.
Yeah,
but it's
you gotta
more
have
than
a,
that,
you know,
than
wicked
just that.
personality.
There's a lot of work that goes into the background, like again, just setting up your stream so it's
social
good
media
quality,
management, right? Like
social media, getting your
clips, YouTubes and stuff.
YouTube is a huge part of a lot of these big streamers and getting noticed and stuff.
Yeah. Have you put any like clips
Yeah, I got a
with the
few.
Tarkov game. So I watched you play like Escape from Tarkov and stuff.
I'm terrible
and
at that game. Like
I don't know enough about it to even realize what is good and what is not good. Like I've never played it, so I didn't like. And then I feel like it's a very slow paced game in terms of like.
Okay, so you everybody in the community says there's two types of people. There's rats and there's chats. Rats are the guys that like crouch around and just like pretty much wait for
somebody to come around.
Yeah, and then just because they're sitting in a corner, kill them. And then you have your chads, which are the guys that'll just like run around the entire map trying to kill everything and anything.
Okay.
Now there's I'd say a small amount of people that are chads that are fantastic at the fucking game. They literally kill everything and anything, and they're just fantastic. I can't play like that. I don't understand. Now these guys also have thousands of hours in the game where I have minimal.
Right.
Yeah, I find that game really hard to make content out of, just again because I'm not as skilled as others. And it's not like a Call of Duty. I can run around Call of Duty, shoot people in the head.
Oh yeah, it's so fun. But yeah,
it's
you get
so
nice
different.
Couple like 5 kills in a row or something like that. You clutch that.
Yeah, you use the meta gun. You use the gun that like is overpowered, and you just kill everything. Whereas in
it's easy to make content too. You can go with like a really dumb build and like
start getting kills and be like
that, right?
Yeah, look at this. Try this one out for laughs. But in Tarkov, there's certain guns are better than others. There's like 7 ammo types. So like there's like one ammo type that is usually the best for that class. There's
one thing I found interesting when I was watching is like you can use a magazine, but then you also got to repack the magazine that you've used and then reload because you have multiple magazines or whatever. So you got to actually, instead of just reloading, you have to actually repack the magazine.
Check your magazine to see if so if you reload, make sure that there's ammo in the magazine that your guy reloaded. Like if there's an empty mag and a full mag, your guy's going to pick the full mag before he picks the empty one.
Yeah.
But again, if let's say all your magazines in your rig are half full, well, you gotta kind of know that. So you like reload, check the magazine, and it'll say like about half. Or certain magazines, you can like actually get a better count on how many bullets. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to say you have 4 shots left. But yeah, it's nuts, man.
There's no like HUD on Tarkov either, right? So that's like you have no map, you have no like how do you know where you're going? What are you doing? Like it's interesting in that sense.
It's a really, and that's what I like about it. There's so much to the game, and you can play it different. Like you don't have to go PvP all the time. There's PvE spots. There's what are called scavs, which are just like computer dudes that you can go and kill. And they just show up randomly around the map, or they have higher spawns. Yeah, I think scavs can pretty much have like anything in their pockets, backpacks, rigs, whatever they have on them at the time. And then there's higher loot spots where you can go and loot certain rooms. There's rooms that are like the marked rooms that like everybody wants to go to because that's where the best loot is.
Right.
So it's a looter shooter. So like get loot, get gear. Me, I mostly lose my fucking gear. But yeah, dude, it's so much fun. And there's like tasks. There's traders. So you got to level up the traders. There's like a hideout where you can make shit. It's actually, it's complicated, but it's so much fun. Like once you understand the basics,
right?
Like having,
I might have to give that a whirl.
Having a certain backpack or rig can slow down how fast you move around as a character, and the more weight you have on you, the
slower you're gonna move.
Yeah, and the faster your guy runs out of stamina, so you can't sprint across the map. Now you can only go like 50 yards, and then you got to take a breath.
So is there people that like carry nothing but like a gun and they're just sprinting around like killing people?
Like you can like drop your backpack, so if it's got a shit ton of loot,
what is the point? You want to get more kills? Do you want to find certain stuff, or like what is like what's
you pretty much just want to have? Again, it depends on how you want to play, right? There's people that'll go and they just want to get as many kills and the best like armor, guns, and whatever. And you still need to have money.
Is Is it just still to like be the last alive? Essentially, do you win?
Uh,
Do you win? Like, how do
you don't
you?
really
How
win.
do
I
you
guess
win?
winning would be like extracting. So you spawn in on the map, and there's certain extract areas. So if you spawn on the west side, your extract is on the east side.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple extracts that'll probably be in the middle of the map, but they're not always available. Sometimes you need a special key. Sometimes it's just like RNG where it's got to be up. If it's
Right.
not up, well, you can't extract there. And then you got to go all the way to the other side of the map and extract there. So you're most likely going to run into computer like
Other
AI
players.
guys or most likely other players. And then you'll have to battle it out. And if you extract, I guess that is winning, but there is really no like and like it's always going to go. You're always going to go, you're going to die. So then you got to go get new gear. You're going to go in, you're going to get crazy gear, come out and then lose it in a couple raids like Tarkov gives, Tarkov
I'm not
taketh.
sure how much I'm down for that. I don't know. I need the Warzone, a game like Warzone, or like
Yeah.
just
It is a
online
completely
games like
different
that. There's a
game.
little bit, yeah, no, totally. From what I understand now, it's and I get that. I can appreciate it, but I don't think it's my speed. It's either for me, it's like Warzone right now. I wonder what that's like makes me think like what because Warzone has been like the game for a while.
Almost 2 years now. I would say 2
Yeah,
years
so I'm
now.
wondering like how long that'll keep going for, or
Look at
if
Fortnite. Fortnite,
yeah, it's still
what was
going.
Fortnite like 2 years?
It's still up there. It's a lot of people still
Yeah,
play that.
yeah,
Not as
true.
much though,
Not as
nearly,
much.
but
Like all their big streamers pretty much left.
yeah, it's funny because I was watching like Nick Merckx or whatever. Like he's like the biggest Call of Duty streamer right now, but he's
Yeah,
also doing like he's trying to do Fortnite tournaments again. So he's doing like a lot of does Call of Duty in the morning and then does like Fortnite at night or
the
whatever.
Fortnite tournaments at night. Yeah,
That guy's grinding hard. I gotta say, like that guy. From what I've seen and what I understand, like that would be. I always wanted to like. I always had this idea to like try to do like an interview series. That'd be sick with like streamers in specific, like entertainers in that capacity, like
yeah.
people who have,
Do it, man.
especially the gamers, like the ones that have done like that as like, oh, I don't know how much, like how would I be able to reach out to somebody like that? They've got
Dude,
like a whole team around them.
Slide in their DMs, bro.
Yeah, I guess.
Honestly, dude, find
I'm
some
fascinated
smaller
with like.
streamers.
Mhm.
Like
I was
find
thinking
some
about
smaller
that.
ones. Get a couple under your belt and be like, hey, just slide in the DMs. Like I've done a few interviews. Here's some with some other content creators, and then just go from there. But yeah,
I
what's
just like to like pick their brain. Is they like some of these guys? They've come from very little, little in
background?
terms of like
Yeah,
financial
yep,
position and stuff like that, and they've made huge money and built these successful lives all around, gaming. And it's just fascinating to me,
yeah.
like
And
how what is your
esports in
mindset at
general,
that point?
esports and gaming in general has blown up over the last 2 years. Like I guess
Oh yeah.
3 since Fortnite started.
Did you hear that League of Legends? What's it called? This Canadian, this Chinese broadcasting company ended up getting a $275 billion broadcast deal to
Oh
specifically broadcast League of Legends. I think it was
no way!
275 billion or million. I mean, obviously that's a huge difference,
Still,
but it's
either
still a lot of money.
huge difference, but like still, like
Even
either
275
one.
million is a crazy
That's
amount of money.
fucking
But like,
crazy. Yeah, I
yeah,
think League of Legends has the highest like prize pools for like their tournaments
oh
and
yeah,
like
for the actual
competitive
tournaments.
play. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Well, it's so big in China and stuff like that, right?
huge,
And there's
man.
so much population over there, and everyone's into the gaming culture and stuff like that. So
Yeah, it's
it's
insane.
huge. It's huge. So yeah,
Did
200. Yeah, it's crazy.
did you watch streams before you decided to start streaming? Like, was watching
I've
streams
been
like
watching streams for, I guess so. Like I did back, I played Fortnite when it came out,
yeah,
and I got super into that, and I had a bunch of friends that were into it, so we played all the time. And then so around that time, it was like Ninja blowing up and those streamers and stuff like that. So I got into like watching them because I was always interested in like, okay, how can I play better? And they were like top of the game, so I was like, okay, well, watching them do their thing
watch
to
them
get
and
better.
yeah.
But now I watch like different streamers. I watch smaller ones sometimes just to kind of like see who's out there and
So many good
from a talent
streamers.
perspective and like an agent because of what I do professionally on the side. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I'd like to see, some people grow, like the growth with some people. But then I also watch like Nick Merckx, who has like, every day is like 80K viewers and stuff like that consistently. And he's entertaining. He's an entertaining individual. He's
He
also
really
humble and he
is.
gives a lot back. And as much of an asshole as he can come out as, I love it. I love it because like he is an asshole, but also at the
He
same time, he's
admits
also
to
a
it
very
though. He
humble and
says he
nice
is.
guy. Yeah. So
Oh,
he's
man.
one of the top. Like I would kill to just talk to him for like an hour just to pick his brain about something. I would love
Yeah,
it.
it
Just
is.
like he seems like a
It's
very interesting dude, and he
crazy.
also seems very appreciative and like grateful for what he does have. Like he
Yeah,
knows,
100%.
and a lot of them do. I know that a lot of them do appreciate their like obviously their fans and everybody that has helped them get to where they're at, and that's cool. Love it. Love to
Yeah.
see it. I love that that's a possibility nowadays. I just wonder, what else will there be in the future where people can,
Oh man,
become successful in these like really something that would have never been thought of years ago, right?
100%. Like you got guys like Summit 1G who've been doing this for 10 plus years, and back then there was a fraction of people watching streams.
Mm-hmm.
And now to like again, he just broke like 50,000 subs the other day.
It's too bad. It's almost like you had to have gotten into it at like this like prime time of
Yeah.
so like for context, Nick Merckx has been doing it since he was like 14 years old. He's been playing professionally like in tournaments and stuff like that. But I
Yeah.
guess the streaming came in. I don't know. He really started doing it like around that Fortnite time, like same time as Ninja, and then he just like, damn, like it's just like you grow your community base. But yeah, it's unfortunately I feel like now before it might have been too early because nobody was getting into it, and then or you have to be amazing at the game too. That's another
Yeah,
thing
I
that
think
Nick
there's
Merckx has, right? He's incredible at Call of Duty. Like he's just on a whole nother level.
Yeah, I'd say there were two categories for streamers. You had your entertainers who my brother's dog's going crazy. There was your entertainers who are just like funny to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Just
you go at it for different reasons, right?
And then there you got your like professionals who are just nasty at the game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's like maybe I can learn some things. I play the game anyways, may as well learn.
Yeah. Those people, I feel like the ones even that are good, like even if they don't start out with necessarily like if you are good, you should try it because like if you don't start out with like a personality necessarily, like if you don't think you have a good personality.
Yeah.
Like
hang on, can we take 2 minutes here? I just gotta go see what this dog's doing.
And we're back.
Yeah, sorry about
back, ladies and gentlemen.
My brother just got back and his dog is going absolutely ballistic.
About what? Oh, he's just happy.
Just that he's home. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, no, I think you got your professionals that are just nasty at the game and a lot of people just want to watch because they're that good at the game.
Well, I was feeling like the more you do, like especially for I guess anyone that kind of wants to get into it, it's like the more you do it, the better you'll get, especially at the entertainment side of it. I think like
100%.
In terms of talking to people and feeling comfortable on camera and doing all that kind of stuff, right? Like it's just like something you got to keep doing. And even if you're not necessarily like, if you're a little bit camera shy at first, like eventually you'll gain confidence on it. So, I mean, if it's something you wanted to try, especially if you're good at the game and like really top tier, then you might as well do it. Right. So I do it, but I'm not even close to top tier in Call of Duty. I do it.
Yeah, but you're fun to watch, man.
No, well, I appreciate that.
I'm also a little biased. Like,
well, yeah, true. You're my friend. So what are you going to say? Actually, I had somebody at work, one of my team members, who said that he tuned in for that charity stream that we did.
Yeah.
Last Friday. And he said it was pretty funny. Like he enjoyed the conversation and stuff. So I was like, oh, coming from, somebody random. It's kind of nice.
When you guys got that win, that was the best thing. Cause like all four of you were so like shocked that you actually got a win.
You know what? I watched the playback and we had been a 4v1 for like 5 minutes before we even realized that we were at 4v1 because we're like, we got to make sure that we win now. This guy, oh man, we could have all just like rushed it and just been done with it. We were just not paying attention. We were just so hyped up at that moment.
That's so
Yeah,
funny.
it was funny.
Man.
It was a good time.
So yeah, you did do that charity stream. What was the charity?
We did it to the Canadian Cancer Society.
How much did you
We ended up
at the end of the day?
$380 or $480 or something like that.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. Every kill $5, and then that one win an extra 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could have got more wins, but I think for the next time we should have like a, because you said you wanted to do it.
Yeah, I want to hop in.
And I think we should. I definitely enjoyed it. And even if I was to stream like very periodically, I think that would be a fun thing to do. As like, because obviously we have jobs and we make some money and stuff like that. So I mean, why not give back? It's a fun thing to do. And if we could get people on to like help, motivate them to like give back to charity and stuff, why not? Like I'm not doing it for my own personal gain.
Yeah.
We were paying out of our own pockets to like.
Yeah, it's not like you guys were sponsored to do it.
Yeah, it was more of a challenge, right? See how much we could give. Like, let's give more. I'm sure if we didn't get any, we still would have been like, okay, well, we need to up it a little bit. We're not giving $50. We got to give more than that.
Yeah.
But so, yeah, no, it was just a fun little way, and it makes you feel like good. So it was fun.
Yeah, that was a fun
people
stream.
watching, maybe they'll be motivated to be charitable themselves.
Yeah, pitch in a little bit, whatever it is.
Not that I was expecting anybody. I wasn't even pushing it that much, but it was like,
hey, every dollar counts. Like, Dr. Lupo.
Yep. Yeah, he does the St. Luke's or St.
Jude's.
St. Jude's. Yeah.
For those that don't know, Dr. Lupo is a streamer and content creator. And what was it? Last year, I think he raised $2 million in, I want to say, a 24-hour, if not 48-hour.
I remember that. Yeah.
In that's
crazy.
One day, $2 million plus. Like, that is insane. And then another streamer, Pestily from Australia, who plays Tarkov, for the entire year of 2020.
He was donating all the proceeds?
All his donations to his channel went to a charity out in Australia.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Good for them.
Fucking cool. And like he did a few giveaways where he got like gifts donated. He had a Michael Jordan jersey. He had a Kobe jersey. Yeah, and like, awesome. Again, you donate a certain amount that goes to get you a little higher up in the possibilities of winning and stuff. But yeah, it was it's super like cool to see to see all these big streamers. Yeah, they're doing fantastic and they're just playing video games, but all the good they're doing on top of that is fucking cool to see.
Yeah, it's you got to respect the people at that point. Like a lot of people there are still like generations of people that are out there that don't understand the whole gaming culture and all that kind of stuff, or even like look at this, like the podcast thing. Like there are still people that are working today that don't really
know about or
know that you can have it as like a professional career. Like,
like literally people
and making videos for
people do podcasts for a living. That's all they do.
Yeah. Which it's great. I would love, like, obviously, your shots, like as much as it is becoming like an actor or whatever the case is, right? To actually make a full on.
But it's like gaming too, though. Like
gaming too. Everything. Of course.
Like, it's like trying to be a professional in hockey or basketball, football.
Exactly.
Like your odds
just
are just as good.
More avenues for people to go to, right? Because before it was limited to sports, right? To that kind of stuff, sports or acting in movies and TV shows. Now there's almost like this whole
with like
social media and all this kind of stuff. There's so much new opportunity for people, especially for these young kids too, right? Like all these YouTubers and TikTokers and all that kind of stuff.
I don't understand how people make money off TikTok. That's one I don't really understand.
Ads, man, ads. So you just get views, I guess, and you can plug whatever you want to plug. I tried to download TikTok just the other day, and I've already deleted it because I tried to navigate it, and I just don't know how to use it. I don't know if it's just like me, because everyone's like, old. Get on TikTok and look. I guess, but like, there's too much going on, and I don't know how to like navigate the feeds and like what I'm looking for, and then I just end up seeing this stupid shit of like teenagers dancing. Like, what the fuck am I?
I don't want to see this.
No, I don't. I tried to get on it specifically for like, gaming clips or like whatever. And I was like, I'm trying to, put in the filters to like look for this shit, and I'm still getting, stupid dancing videos. I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? Like, so no, I'm off it already. I'm off the talk. So yeah,
Oh
we're done.
man, yeah, that's
Didn't
that's
last very
funny,
long.
man. That you downloaded that. I haven't even bothered.
I have people at work that are like, I have like, 35-year-old, 40-year-old women at work that are like, oh yeah, I use TikTok all the time. I'm like, my aunt made a video with her dogs and ended up getting like over 100,000 views on a TikTok.
What?
I was like, what the hell?
Oh my god!
Yeah,
your aunt's famous.
Like, yeah, I guess her little chihuahua is running around in the video. It's fucking something.
That's hilarious.
But, I mean,
man.
respect to that. That's fine, but I still don't understand it. I still don't.
Yeah,
make any sense to me.
Yeah, it's a crazy world. There's so much shit you can do now, especially with everything being digital, and even more so after COVID. Like,
it's cool, but it's
everything's
scary
fucking do it from home, do it online.
A lot of it's based around, unfortunately, a lot of it's based around, I guess it's within any scope, but like a lot of it's based around being famous and being known, right? It's like, I think as a society, that's just like the direction that it's kind of natural, especially when it comes to like making money. Either you're good at what you do and you're just very, very smart, and you can be like a programmer, or you can be like, very technical, or even, an engineer or like electrician or something. Yeah. Okay, great. You do a normal job like that, or the only other way, and the only way to make insane amounts of money is to be famous, is to be, like that level, just like having that viral video or whatever, and
just blow up on a platform.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a crazy world.
Obviously, you can be like a multi-million-dollar businessman and have, all that stuff. But at the same time, if you want to come up from nothing, the overnight wealth comes from like that. Getting that viral video on like social media.
Literal pure luck.
Oh yeah. It's interesting though.
I think we're gonna wrap it up, dude. Thank you so much for coming on today.
Oh, absolutely.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Anytime.
I think you're our first
co-host.
First co-host, yeah.
Returning guest.
Oh, but I think you're our first. Yeah, I think you're our first returning guest.
Well, I will return as many times as you want me to return.
Yeah, hopefully we can get one in person again in the future.
Yeah, I'm sure. Before I leave the country again.
Are you leaving again? Is that the plan? Go back to France?
Yeah. I won't. I'll be here till December, so we got time.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. I didn't know what.
But December, I'll be gone. Yeah. Back to France for 6 months, and then Australia.
Oh shit! How long will you be in Australia? Is that just kind of undetermined?
Is undetermined, but we're estimating 2 to 3 years.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
man, that's a long ass flight for us to come see you.
I know, but I'll be back. Obviously, I'm going to visit for like a Christmas here and there or whatever, right? So
that's a good excuse to go see Australia and die to some dangerous animals.
There you go. Some giant spiders, some lizards crawling up my walls.
Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. I don't mind lizards. Don't mind lizards. Fuck spiders. I'm not a fan of snakes.
Sarah saw a little gardener snake. We were on the side of the highway. We were taking a pee because we were driving to the cottage. We stopped to pee.
Yeah.
Sarah saw a little gardener snake and ran away screaming. And I'm like, how are you going to live in Australia? What are you talking about? Granted, it was a big gardener snake. It wasn't even little. It was like a big boy for a gardener snake. But snakes in Canada, nothing's going to hurt you. No. And she just ran away. And I was like, how are you going to deal with that?
That's so funny, man.
We'll see. She'll be screaming in Australia.
All right. Tell people where they can find your stream, your YouTube, whatever you're on.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
May as well plug it, dude.
We do charity streams every so often, so it'd be nice to come check it out. And, if you feel like donating, we'll be plugging whatever charity we're going to be doing it for at that time. We pick and choose as we go.
Yeah. Also,
but the stream is Quiz Business, and that's on Twitch. And I have a YouTube channel as well. So.
Oh yeah. Also, the next time you do it, I'll plug it on here as well, so we can keep everybody in the loop, and hopefully I can get in on the next one too. The next time we do it,
you're going to be on it. So
hell yeah, yeah. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, yeah. But you can catch us on Facebook, 2 Season a Pod. Hit us up, mail.2seasonapod@gmail.com. Also, go hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel. And guys, we'll see you next week. We're out. Deuces.
See ya.